Boom. All right, patch. Let's talk about release. Let's talk about release prediction. Yeah, release prediction for this patch. Yeah, I reckon it's gonna come out in a month.
For the release.
For the release. I reckon it's gonna come out in a month. This is purely little speculation. I reckon it's gonna come out in a month. Yeah, and they're gonna drop a trailer for it as well. So I reckon mid-March. Yeah, a project. We say, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Mid-March. That's when the patch is gonna come out. Yeah, right. That's my prediction. Because
when did the update come out last time? Even though.
Oh, that's a good question. I swear it came out around the same time. You know. I swear it's like March, April. The actual DLC dropped.
Yeah, the DLC.
That's actually interesting.
I'm thinking June, but that's quite far, isn't it?
Yeah, I reckon we get a trailer this month. End of February, we get a trailer. Yeah?
But he couldn't say too much though, could he?
Nah. Obviously, he's got to keep it strong. He's got to keep us excited, isn't it?
Yeah.
I might say mid-April and that.
It's still very harsh.
I reckon mid-March to end of March. That's my prediction. Mid-March to end of March. Now, what is in the patch? Now, obviously, like look. This is the comment section. We got man saying, run and dash for every character. SR for skate. We
got dash for every character would be so lit.
Yeah, it would be lit.
It's needed. New
costumes and colors. We got I hope they add new stuff as well. Game is started down. Updates get back on track. I hope they patch Donovan's. Someone said it's a bit cheap. SR for Rue. We need skate and more levels. Custom colors. You think that's doable? You get me? My like Rocks here in the building.
New scenic stages, background.
You get me? Robot netcode. I highly doubt it, Hilza. I'm not gonna lie to you. Highly. You get me? All that stuff. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Now I hope so.
4-player online. 6-player online.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, yeah. On the character thing. I don't think we're getting any new characters. Now, I hope I'm wrong though. I'm not sitting there like, no. I hope I'm wrong. I absolutely hope I'm wrong. I want to be wrong on this one. Yeah? I actually want to be wrong on this one, right? But I don't think there's any characters. Because of the wording of what the update is, because it says patch and it don't say DLC, you know what I'm saying, or update, it says patch. I don't think there's any characters. I don't think that's happening. Another reason why I don't think that's happening as well is I don't think it's happening because the artist of the game left. You get me? Now I want to be surprised. Fam. I want to be like, rah, I was wrong. I want to be like that. I want to be like, Face, you are wrong. Bam, we got some new characters, but I highly doubt it.
Yeah, same. I doubt it.
I highly doubt it. Highly. Right.
The DLC dropped in July.
Oh, DLC dropped in July.
I think it will be June, July they drop it.
Yeah. And that doesn't match up for the time frame of now, innit? If it's coming out quite soon, innit? That's if our prediction is right. So I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that that's happening. If I'm being honest, highly doubt it. Now, in regards to someone mentioned netcode and stuff, I reckon they'll fix the netcode and make it a bit better. There's some crazy input delay You get me? Excuse me. But I think they'll make the netcode a bit better. I think we got characters in the story. I think it's a part of what we wanted to keep secret. They might have already had it, unless it's only story, but also would push the patch so far beyond. Remember, yeah, this is a free update. To be fair, I mean, it hasn't even been confirmed it being free, but using the word patch usually means that it's free. Yeah, I highly doubt a studio like .emu is gonna give us free characters and a free extra story expansion.
It's not a DLC.
It's not a DLC. I'm just being honest. I hope I'm wrong. I'm not sitting there like, no. I hope I'm wrong.
They've had a lot of time though to give us something.
They have a lot of time.
Worthwhile.
Obviously, we know that the character changes are happening. Everyone's getting rebuffed and rebalanced. We already know this. Shiva's getting nerfed. Apparently, he still plays mental. Apparently, you get me, but he's getting nerfed. We know that's happening. We know there's some significant changes to survival mode. We also know from we also know from a video last year, we saw Dr. Zan in a red top instead of a blue one. So palette swaps is highly likely. Highly likely. Palette swaps for the retro characters is highly likely. Highly. Yeah?
Interesting.
Highly likely. I can see that happening. Also with that, obviously, if you've got palette swaps for the retro characters, it means if you're playing 2 to 4 player, everyone could be the same character on the retro side as well. That's highly likely in my opinion, from seeing that leak. Even though the actual dev leaked it himself. You get me? So that's highly likely. That's gonna happen, in my opinion. In regards to new stages, I think we spoke about it already. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think the surprise is actually palette swaps. Nah, I saw Chris mention something about a new difficulty. I doubt it. But that does seem more realistic. Like Mania Plus 2.
I think they might because of the mods. There's been so much mods. They've had like higher difficulty. I think they might do that.
So I'm saying, so that is more likely. That is more likely, to be honest. There might be a Mania Plus 2. I don't know. Was that in the patch notes? That might be in the patch notes actually. I'm not sure, but there might be a Mania Plus 2. Kelly says, yeah, but I think the patch is only the gameplay update that they started to show. These patches wouldn't take this long, not even palette swaps and adding charge attacks or retro characters. I think that's a thing as well. Adding charge attacks as well. That's a new thing. That's a new thing as well. I feel that that's a possibility. Another thingy mode, but I feel it's just gonna be mainly fixing the game in terms of everything that was wrong. Obviously, we know there's gonna be crazy changes to survival mode.
Well, what changes on survival?
They're changing a lot of the buffs. So now, like example, glass cannon used to take 90% of your defense away, basically. Now it's only going to take 60% of your defense away. Bloodthirst was very, very important for you to reach high stages in survival. But now they said they're going to add more health, so you don't have to take bloodthirst. You literally don't have to. It's now a choice. You know what I mean? And the point system bug, there's some sort of bug that I don't really understand. That is getting fixed as well. All of that jazz is happening. Yeah, those are the changes to survival.
Yeah, I remember.
You get me? They could.
Yeah.
I wish on survival they could patch like the later stages, the damage received. Yeah, apparently That is a thing as well. I think that's
Yeah.
in the patch notes as well, that the damage is going to be a little bit reduced on the later stages in survival mode as well.
That damage is ridiculous. Though.
You know what I mean? Yeah, then sometimes it's like literally one shots. You get me?
Yeah.
But then, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I think, listen, in my opinion, I think with this update, the overall gameplay is going to change. There's going to be reworks and rebuffs for certain characters that we've seen already. Palette swaps for the retros. And I think survival mode. I reckon survival mode is going to get an overhaul. I reckon it's going to be more concentrated on survival mode than story mode. If I'm honest.
I think so.
I
I
think that's what it's going to be. I reckon survival mode is going to get more of an overhaul. Yeah, it's going to get a mad overhaul. That's what I think. There's going to be something mad on survival mode.
Yeah.
That's
swaps.
yeah, and the palettes, yeah, and yeah, all of that. I don't think there'll be new colors for the thingy. And there might be a couple new enemies as well. Slightly. Remember, the enemies are getting reworked as well, you know. Certain enemies are not going to be able to do certain things. Other enemies are going to be more aggressive. We had that. We had those notes as well. But if I'm honest, I reckon the patch is mainly going to be mostly about survival mode. Really. If I'm being a buck 100. You get me? That's what I think.
I hope they do reduce the damage in survival though.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I want to make it more challenging. Well, less of a challenge, but a challenge at the same time.
Yeah.
That's insane. That damage output.
That's what. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. That Red Donovan uppercut. That's a killer. But yeah, that's my patch prediction. That's what I'm saying. I reckon it's coming out end of March, mid-March. I reckon the trailer's coming at the end of this month.
I hope.
Survival mode will be the main focus in changes. I think the surprises will probably be palette swaps. You could be the same character. And I reckon the whole gameplay aspect of the game is going to change.